At a meeting in Lushnje, the DP chair said the effects of the alliance between Edi Rama and crime are felt by every family and is the cause of the high rate of business closure. An approved repayment scheme has been developed to assist families in being able to repay their water debts without suffering significant financial burden. Mayor Erion Veliai expressed his appreciation for the gift of the Viennese benches, which have been placed in Skanderbeg Square for the citizens' use. Good evening. It's 6 o'clock on Friday, the 12th of January 2018. Welcome to the English edition of Aura News. My name is Alexandra and I'm here to bring you the top stories from across the country translated into English. First up this evening, from Lushnje, Chairman of the Democratic Party, Basha, said one of the worst consequences of Edi Rama's government with crime is the economic crisis, the effects of which are being felt by every Albanian family. The head of the opposition said it is the gangs who determine who will work and who will get tenders in the situation of the current days. 247 businesses closed the first week of January. 13,000 closed last year. And if you take off Saturday and Sunday from calculations, it is estimated that 50 businesses are closed per week. Edi Rama has declared war on ordinary people of this country. Youth is in despair and 70% of those leaving are between 19 and 35 years of age. Albanian farmers have not seen any support from the state, said Basha. There will be no justice reform with Edi Rama as Prime Minister. Therefore, the January 27 protest is also a call for justice reform for an uncaptured justice system. It is a demand that Saimir Tahiri go to jail, along with every minister, every local or federal official who has confirmed connections with organised crime, said Basha. The head of the opposition said that January 27 is the day of a journey that will continue with all forms of popular uprising until the collapse of the government and therefore the alliance with crime, which is, according to Basha, headed up by Edi Rama. The Democratic Party revival movement supports the 27 January protest, but are against an opposition collaboration with the Socialist Movement for Integration. Representing the members of this movement, Gjiknuri said that any alliance with the SMI damages the DP, as the SMI is a weak party in their electorates. Of course, there is a cause to represent the public opinion. It is this cause that motivates the Democratic Party's structures to protest. Though, before coming together with the SMI at this moment, of course, we should take a moment for reflection to clarify something. Were we wrong 6 months ago when we considered the SMI as the greatest evil? Or, following the June 25th elections, have the SMI made such a change that there is justification for the Democratic Party to begin an alliance with them in the fight against this government, said Gjiknuri. The DP and SMI are preparing for the protest on the 27th of January in demand of the removal of the Prime Minister, Edi Rama. According to them, doing so will rescue the country from poverty and release the justice system from its political capture by the majority. A special scheme has been announced to assist anyone who currently has unpaid bills and interest relating to water usage and supply. The Minister of Infrastructure and Energy, Gjiknuri, has announced that the same formula will be applied as previously was with energy bills, whereby citizens signed a repayment arrangement to meet their obligations through instalments. Meanwhile, customers who fully implement the agreements will benefit after the first year in the form of an interest waiver on any arrears amounts, a symbolic gesture of gratitude for citizens who aim to do the right thing. Gjiknuri made an announcement of the scheme from Permet, where he attended the inauguration of a new water supply. Mitigation schemes, just as we saw with Oshi, will allow old debts to be repaid over the years, giving citizens an opportunity to avoid being burdened by the immediate repayment of water bills that have accumulated over many years, said the minister. I encourage all citizens to ensure that by the end of January they have voluntarily organised connection legally with the water supply network wherever they are, because the government in February will initiate control measures alongside local authorities. I call on all municipalities to become part of this important reform, said Gjiknuri. During this inspection, the minister was accompanied by the MP of the area, Mirela Kumbaro, and Mayor Niko Shupuli. The project will last 30 months and has a cost of approximately $5 million to the state budget. Defence Minister Olta Gjiknuri, during her visit to the Porto Romano area in the district of Durrës, met with the members of the armed forces, who are currently serving by assisting medical teams in areas of the community with the highest needs. We had a difficult month during December, but that was successfully faced as a result of the work by the armed forces. When we talk about civil emergencies, medical assistance to families affected by bad weather is a very important element. 13 doctors and nurses of the armed forces provided healthcare in various areas of the country during the days of emergencies. Over 900 medical visits were performed over 30 days by doctors of various specialties. Doctors and nurses are constantly moving from one area to another in order to meet needs, said Gjiknuri. Minister Gjiknuri was accompanied by the SP MP Claudiana Spahihu and by the Prefect of Durrës, Roland Nasto, who expressed their appreciation for the support the armed forces are giving to the community. I would like to thank the entire health centre team, as well as your team that has come to give a modest help in this area in need, and I hope that this cooperation will be even more frequent, said Spahiu. The armed forces have also recently contributed to the donation of artistic books in the general education and secondary education schools of some municipalities in rural areas. Skanderbeg Square has seen 41 Viennese benches added. Mayor Erion Veliaj expressed his appreciation for the gift today, underlining that with the improved conditions of public spaces, this provides more opportunities for citizens to enjoy their free time. This gift gives more spirit to the square. Squares are urban recreational facilities, but if they have no soul, no people, no life, they become useless for the city. The European Christmas market has been removed, but we leave in its place new furniture with more spring spirit for people who will spend more time in the greenery. It will be here that the citizens will enjoy an opera show in nature, or the opening of the museum, or the many activities that will be organised for the Jubilee Year of Skanderbeg, said Veliaj. Austrian ambassador to our country, Johann Sattler, said that the benches in Skanderbeg Square are further proof of the strong relations and ties between Albania and Austria. The best work in the world is to be in this city in my profession, as the ambassador of Austria to Albania. Why? Because there are so many links between us, between Austria and Albania, and I am very happy to have a new bridge between us in these Viennese benches, said Johann Sattler. Director of Raiffeisen Bank, Christian Tsanatsaris, expressed his satisfaction for the successful closure of another agreement with the municipality of Tirana. We know that Raiffeisen has always helped the capital's municipality, and we are proud to help Erion. He has done a lot of good as mayor, and we will continue to sponsor such initiatives. And that's the news across the country. Thank you for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join me again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest update from Albania. Once again, on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.